we got chest and shoulders today. Ah, man, day two, episode 2. It's actually been like over a month that I've been on this bulk, but I can't stay fucking consistent enough with the videos, man, and I'm gonna change that. I've told myself time and time again that I'm just gonna consistently make these videos, and I don't necessarily mean every single day, at least not yet, but I just am not okay with, I make one video a month, and then by the time my second video comes out, it's like the bulk's halfway over. But, chest and shoulders today. Upon arrival, I'm going to beeline it right for an incline bench. Now, if you ask dumbbell or barbell, I would respond with, good question. Normally I am more of a dumbbell guy, predominantly dumbbell guy, just because, it's a nice lateral movement. Each side works independently, so, you get the stabilizer muscles in there, not to mention, you have much more of a full range of motion with dumbbells as opposed to barbell, obviously. Kind of get that better stretch. Then at the top, you can kind of come together with both of your hands for that contraction. So I would say that dumbbell bench is really superior to a barbell bench, but I've done both, and there's something about dumbbell, man. I actually injured my shoulder doing flat bench before. I don't flat bench really that much at all these days. It has nothing to do with that. It was like 2018. I had something was wrong with my form. I was like chicken winging my elbows while I was benching, and I just like messed up my rotator cuff or something. I didn't bench for like a month. I searched it up online. Like, why am I getting this weird shoulder pain in my left shoulder when I'm benching? And guy said to check your form, and I found out that I was doing the chicken wing maneuver. So I fixed it. I had to lay off bench for a while, like I said, and I just made it a conscious effort to tuck my elbows every time, and I haven't had any kind of shoulder pain since then. And I've definitely benched some decent weight. So just definitely be careful when it comes to falling apart at the seams. Just be careful with the bench. Make sure your form's on point. Like, before you start trying to push weight at all, because when I got that injury, I was barely into the 200s in terms of weight on the bar. So it doesn't take a lot. If your form's messed up bad enough, well, your limbs and your tendons will start to be messed up before you know it too. When it comes to like my actual workouts, like what movements I'm going to be performing and when, and the sets and the reps, the only thing that I know before I head into the gym most days is what I'm targeting that day. So, I have my like fucking dark and shit. I just know what I know, like, I know that I'm hitting arms today. I know I'm hitting legs today. And then most times, before I walk into the gym, I'll just be like, okay, I'm hitting arms today. I'll start with triceps. And then I kind of walk into the gym. Sometimes I have a specific movement in mind. Like today, I know I'm going to start with the incline because it's chest day, and I'm not going to start with like a dip. So there's certain things you just kind of, once you lift for long enough, it's like, okay, start with legs today. I think it's feasible that I'm going to hit a leg extension or maybe a leg curl first, or something like that. You start to kind of just habitually know where you're going to go first. You don't really have to think about it so much, but after the first movement, I really just go in and then I feel it out. When it comes to, no matter if I'm cutting or bulking, whatever, two things in my mind: my protein intake, which stays the same no matter what, right? You always want to go for a gram of protein per pound of body weight is a safe bet. And then the calorie intake. And my calorie intake, if I'm bulking, is going to be obviously more calories. I'm going to be at a surplus, so it's going to be more calories than what I normally consume. And if my weight's going up on the scale, that's a good way. That's a good way to kind of measure if things are going well. If I'm bulking, the weight's going up on the scale, I'm getting stronger in the gym, I know that I'm eating enough calories. If I'm cutting and my weight's going down on the scale, vice versa. I don't look really at the macros themselves outside of just protein. I just look at the calories, because it's thermodynamics we're talking here. So if my calories are at 5,000, it doesn't matter if I'm bulking, I'm eating 5,000 calories, And all those calories come from steak. Maybe 2,000 of those calories is from steak, and then the other 3,000 is from ice cream, donuts, and cheese. If my protein's there and my calories are there, I think that's progress. Now, you can get into the argument, okay, like you need high quality protein, and like the calories should be of high quality, but I mean, let's face it, man. Like if we're talking the most calorie dense you can get, a one honey bun is like what, 500-600 calories, a little honey bun, like maybe this long. I mean, what are you gonna do? Just eat seven bowls of chicken and rice a day, and maybe you're at 3,000, 2,000 calories, whatever. I mean, you might feel better, right? And that might be healthier for your body. But if it's a micronutrient argument, like, oh, you're not getting enough micronutrients with eating that way, and I would agree with that. It's probably not ideal for like overall general health and well-being. But if that's the case, man, just get a multivitamin. Just drink some greens. If I can sit there and eat a tub of ice cream and that puts me at fucking 800 to 1,000 calories, like, I mean, it just seems way more efficient. I don't know. Now, again, this is just what I do. I'm not necessarily advocating for this, but I will say that I've seen progress in the gym doing this, time and time again, and so I'm gonna stand by it, man. I guess we're gonna get the hell in there, and I guess the next thing you're gonna see is me sitting nervously on the bench to some degree. I hate this. I hate this. It really feels like everybody's fucking staring at me. So, I'm feeling kind of weak, to be honest with you. And the reason why I feel like that, primarily, is because my calories have not been hit. So, I mean, what are you really gonna fucking do, I guess? I'm still gonna train just as hard. I'm just gonna realize that I underate and that I need to eat more food. I guess I was considered my first working set. Um, so I'm gonna stick with the hundreds for now. I got that for like 7 or 8. We'll see where it goes from here. Not feeling particularly strong today though. Sets like that, when I'm definitely exerting a good amount of strength, tapping into the ATP in my muscle. I'd definitely say it's ideal to rest for like 3 minutes, something like that, depending on how, if you actually train intensely to failure. Definitely rest at least a couple minutes, because when you're training for strength especially, you want to give your body time between sets to recover. Yeah. If you're going later, it's more of an endurance game. You can kind of get away with resting a little bit shorter. Okay. gonna have to go later. But I go from my first working set, hit 7, 4 reps now. And my diet is not where it needs to be right now. No excuse, man. No excuse. By the way, that song off that new Drake album, polar opposites. I don't even want to hear about it. I think I'm gonna do one more set. Maybe 2. Maybe 2. Depends how the set goes. There we go. I don't need calories to be strong. Fucking watch this. Come on. At least 8. At least 8 here. At least fucking 8. Come on. Alright, I'm gonna do one more set. No save the 90s. I'm getting scolded by boomers. Say, Sonny, what is that contraption there? Put the screen on it and the red light. Okay. Rolling up the sleeves, that's when things start to get serious. So head start rolling. Made an executive decision to put my shoulder presses in this same rack. The less I need to cart myself around the gym, the better. But we're not going to let it get in the way of the workout, of course. I'm going right to shoulder press because, I mean, I just hit my main chest movement of the day. I'm hitting shoulders today, too, so I'm not going to hit all my chest. And then, once I exert all that energy, then go to shoulders. I got to distribute it evenly between the two. That's why I would recommend hitting them both separately on their own day. But if you're trying to grow a lagging body part, then it's necessary to do what I'm doing, I would say. Got some 50s here to start out. Shoulders should be relatively warm because we just did some incline. I like a slight, I don't like the bench straight up and down, so I have it like one angle back, you know. So a little bit of upper chest engagement, but let's stop squawking about it and just fucking get it done, you know? Okay, this is way too fucking light. Okay, feel the reps, we'll call it. I feel like I'm in a spiritual battle right now. Surrounded by demons, and they don't want me to follow my purpose. So they're trying to make me uncomfortable so I halt my progress. I just can't let that happen. Yeah, that's definitely the case, man. I'm convinced now. Can't let it stop you, man. You know? It's just like going to the gym, you know? If you want any real progress, you're gonna have to go through some pain, some discomfort. The way I see it, that goes emotionally, spiritually, mentally. You know, if you want to get strong and regard, you gotta go through some discomfort. So, just taking it as a lesson, man. I'm gonna keep pushing. I definitely need to get a gallon of water, man. Because I'm like 90% sure there's algae growing at the bottom of mine. Not sanitary. Okay. Yep. I think the most I ever shoulder pressed was like one rep was like 115, 120. Here I am struggling for a set of 7 with 80s, you know? It's kind of disheartening. Now, I only have myself to blame. It's nobody else's fault but mine. No one else is slacking on my diet but me. And that's what it is, it's my diet, 100%. I know I'm not eating enough calories. But as long as most of the time I'm eating enough calories, I think that's all that really matters. You know? It's inevitable you're gonna fall off once in a while. Not getting enough rest, not being hydrated enough, not getting enough calories in. It's gonna happen. Where it becomes a problem is when you start whining yourself. Say, oh no, it's fine, it's okay. I'm still working out hard, I should be fine. Before you know it, your numbers are dropping, your weight's dropping. You're like, man, what the hell's going on? You gotta take self-accountability and realize, hey, you know, maybe I'm just not doing what I need to be doing in the kitchen.
No, you were telling me. Yeah, you were telling me.
Just because you're hitting 2 things in one day, you're naturally not going to be able to hit both of them efficiently. I mean, you might be able to hit them enough to get stimulation, but if I'm hitting chest and shoulders, you know, like, I can't come in here and do what I would do for chest if I was just hitting chest, you know, because that would look like incline, some kind of machine press, like some cable flies, things like that, right? Normally there's just going to be a lot more sets of it if I'm doing just chest. But if I'm doing chest and shoulders, I'm going to have to lessen the sets for chest and lessen the sets for shoulders because I need to disperse my energy between the two as effectively as I can so I can stimulate them both about the same. I don't want to come in here and hit chest all, you know, for the first half of the time I'm here. And then when my energy stores are so depleted after hitting chest full blown, I go to shoulders, I'm not going to be as strong. So you need to have the even middle of that. Ow, what the fuck? What I would recommend on every fucking set that you do, I don't care if you're hitting your butt cheeks that day. No matter if you're going heavy, light, whatever. The end of your sets. Now, if you're going like really fucking heavy, there's a point where you just hit muscular failure. You can't really hit partials, but if you're doing like above like a 4, 5, 6 rep range, your last few, you know, once you can't complete a full rep anymore, you should definitely be doing some partials, man.
Next day, all of a sudden, they paid out the money. They gave me another $75. What? The chairs, but I said, no. Ozzy and his son, they did the chairs. Ozzy and his girlfriend, they came and made the chairs at work. I said, well, I appreciate that, but I didn't do it.
So I went heavy for incline, right? So since I did that, I'm gonna kind of try to stay in the 10 to 20 rep range for these presses here. I like to mix in. You have some people that say like you have to always go heavy to build strength. I think it's an even mix of strength training and also, you know, pump training, like blood flow, delivering the nutrients to your body. I think you need to have an even mix. If you focus too much on one, something's gonna lack. My strength is just so fucking low today. I'm just gonna superset. Fuck it, I'm just gonna superset it. Took those 10s off. So, I don't know if you can even tell, it's a 45 and a 25 right now. If you were to look at me right now and say, you know, it seems like you're really focusing on your upper chest, I would say you're an observant individual. Because yes, that is what I'm doing. And I'm doing that for a specific reason, because I'm trying to build my upper chest. I feel like at this point, if you're on the internet at all, you know that everybody doesn't develop upper chest, so. I don't know. I feel like, and I don't know. See, because I'm not going to ramble about that because my battery's about to die. But we'll touch on that next time. I want to cut it. I'm going to do another set with 45s only. And I'm going to move on to something else. I don't want my fucking battery to die. See it. Just a second. I'll be right back. It's fine. Oh, I'm just gonna have fucking one of these. There we go. Ow. 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 Okay, come on. Fucking. There's always one more. There's always at least one more. Perhaps that was a bit excessive, but I'd rather be too excessive than not excessive. Let me go up like 3 pegs in the weight. So that was like fucking 30 reps at least. So, I said this in my last video, I'm going to say it again. There's a certain point where you don't gotta get so fucking caught up in the sets and the reps, man. You know what I mean? At a certain point, like, it's just overwhelming the information that you see online about you have to do this weight with this set, this amount of sets and this amount of reps. I would say, dude, you can, if you have 5 people in a room, right? And each of those 5 people hand you their specific program, they're all different. You can do each one of those specific programs at full intensity, and you're gonna get some progress. Now, you're not gonna respond the same as them, possibly. The point I'm trying to make here is it's not just a numbers game. At a certain point, it's like, you just need to train intensely, man. Like, you just need to put effort in. And if you do that, like, you're going to see some sort of fucking progress, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that, like, getting a program is necessarily bad. Like, but I've never had one before. I've never gotten a specific, like, program catered to me. Now, if I would have gotten that, would I have seen more results? Maybe. You know, maybe. I'm not saying no, but I'm just saying people put way too much emphasis on, RPE this and exactly 3.75 repetitions. And it's just like, dude, just fucking put effort in. It's not that serious. I'm like some good old-fashioned secular music to get me through my workout. Okay, so the ending of that workout, I hope my battery doesn't die, man, in this drive home, but all I did since the camera cut off last was, the fucking, the lateral raise machine with the handles and the pads on each arm, and it's like one of these numbers. By the way, I think you know what I'm talking about. I like facing the back of the seat on those. Try it out next time you do it. I don't know, it's something about like the path of how those flappers go. I don't know, it just feels better when I turn around on it. And I did like 3 sets and I just went to complete failure. So, and that's it, man. Like that's kind of like what like a stereotypical workout is in any regard, really. I mean, what I did for chest, I did like what, 4 sets of incline dumbbell, and then I went on to an isolation chest press, which hit my middle and my upper chest. I did like what, 3 or 4 sets of those. Puts me at like 8 sets, and then I did a stretch and contract, a fly movement for my chest, and I did like fucking what, like 3, 4, or 5 sets of that. And I mixed in heavy strength training with blood flow, higher volume pump training. And I just think that, motherfucker. I just think that that's the most optimal way to go about it, I don't even really, truthfully, I don't often count my sets either. I really just go, what fucking, dude. Everything is falling apart at the seams. I thought I'd crack my fucking camera for a second, man. Dude, did I break the focus function? Yo, say it ain't so. Alright, hang on a second, dude. This is not optimal at all because there's a car behind me. I'm driving like a lunatic. I mean, I have my seatbelt on, which I guess if I if I hit a squirrel or something, I don't know why it's not, I don't know why it's not focusing, man. All right, stop sign. I gotta utilize a stop sign. Of course, there's a person on the corner, so they're gonna be like, oh, why the fuck is this guy stopping here? All right, what the fuck is going on with this shit? Did I turn the stabilizer off, man? Wait, manual focus. Wait, no. Dude. Okay, you know what? Okay, a simple camera reset fixed it. Jesus, man, It was nothing short of a disaster. I don't even remember what I was saying, man. Anyway, so I don't typically count my sets. I just, once you lift for like, you know, a good amount of time, like some years under your belt, you'll start to just kind of find yourself in this rhythm of, you go in there, you kind of have sort of the same routine. Like you're always gonna, for like I was saying before, start with a chest day. Like on a chest day, you're typically gonna start with like some kind of a pressing movement, whether flat bench, incline barbell, incline dumbbell, you know. And every once in a while you might switch it up and do a pre-exhaust chest fly, something like that. I get that, but you find these rhythms, and these workouts, no matter what day it is, they usually follow about that same format, you know. Like a leg day, if you're gonna go squat, right? Typically I'll work my way up to a few heavy sets of squat, work my way back down a little bit, and then I'll go to something like a leg press, or not a leg press sometimes, but typically more so like leg extension than leg curl. And yeah, I'll go heavy on those too, but that's really where I want to, they're isolation machines, so that's really where I want to focus on pushing the blood. And there's nothing wrong at all with squatting high volume, higher reps. But they follow the same format as the point I'm trying to make, you know? And I think if you're truly being honest with yourself and you're putting in a sufficient amount of intensity into each set and into your workouts as a whole, I mean, I think you can basically follow about what I did today, and no matter really what age you are, you're gonna see some results. You know, obviously you don't want to go into working out with full-blown, I mean, I guess, you know, ideally you would go full-blown intensity, right? But I totally understand working into things slowly, getting used to it, but I would almost rather you have the mindset of, you know what, day one is today, I'm going to the gym, I'm gonna fucking slaughter myself, and having that mindset of I'm gonna fucking kill it. Even if you're in a wheelchair for the next week because you just destroyed yourself on a leg day, you can't even get up out of your fucking school chair without getting a cramp. I would rather you do that than to have the mindset of, oh, I'm gonna take it a little bit easy and kind of take my foot off the gas because I'm just starting out, I'm getting in the rhythm of things, you know. I don't know. I would rather you go a little bit too much than not enough. Now, when I say a little bit too much, I don't mean where you're risking your actual health, you know. Like, you don't want to do stupid shit and like fucking, you know, like not have a spotter when you clearly can only get like 3 reps and then you break your neck or something. I'm not talking about that. You want to be smart about this, but when it comes to working smarter versus working harder, I mean, I think there's a middle ground you follow, right? Like, you want to work hard and you also want to be smart about it, but just don't lie to yourself, man. This really just comes down to being completely accountable in terms of not lying to yourself about how hard you're really going. Some people, like, you don't need to go balls to the wall every time to exercise. You can go in for 30 minutes. You know, not everyone's just a nutcase who wants to just build sheer muscle mass, you know? If you want to go in the gym for 30 minutes a day and kind of just spike your heart rate, there's nothing fucking wrong with that, man. Like, it just depends on what your goals are, really. But I'm just saying, if you're doing anything like me and you're going for sheer muscle mass and you want to look good, I would say you can follow about what I did today and you can you'll see some results. So, I don't want my battery to die in the middle of a fucking discussion, so I think that's about all I have to say. Yeah, I didn't hit rear delts today. I probably could have, but I just hit those the other day during back. So you kind of just feel out what you need to hit. You know, like if I just hit rear delts the other day, and I'm hitting shoulders 2 days later, I don't really need to hit my rear. Unless they're lacking, I don't have to hit them, really. You know, I'm just going to hit them again next time I do back or next time I do shoulders, whatever comes first. Probably back because I just hit shoulders fucking today. So I think that's going to be it. So I'm going to cut this out.